Hello everyone, welcome back to TechnoChart YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the reality of algo trading and what happens when you start trading a algo trading strategy from Stockmock or any kind of backtesting platform. Now once you started or once you have backtested a strategy for a period of 2 to 3 years, you will find that the strategy has been giving consistent returns, and as soon as you start trading a strategy it starts to give you losses. Right now, that is where the real picture or real discipline comes, because during this time you will start doubting the strategy, or you will start thinking whether the strategy really works and whether algo trading really works. Now this picture was shared by Mr. Jitendra ji on Twitter, and I found it very connecting to me, because when I had started trading my strategy, it was a no loss month strategy. Now generally traders are looking for strategies that do not have any kind of loss months, and as soon as they start trading a strategy they are going into losses. Now generally what happens is, once as soon as they go into losses, they will stop trading that strategy and start or jump to a new strategy. Now the same process repeats again and again. They jump to a new strategy, they go into losses, and then again they hop from strategy 1 to strategy through 2. Right now, once you stop trading a strategy, you will see that next month when again you backtest it, you will see that the moment or the time that you stop trading the strategy has been giving profits. Right, so this is what the trading reality is, 100% I can say. Now we will understand what are the learnings from my personal equity curve. Right, so here are many important aspects, or many important parts of my learning journey, where the part A is as soon as I started my algo trading journey. Part B was when I had made decent profits and I hit a new drawdown. And part C is where my trading, or you can say my profits, consolidated for a period of a month or so, and then finally it took off. Right, so what happens in point A? So when you start trading a strategy, newbies generally, or new traders generally, check that it should not have a loss month, and term it as the best strategy. But I would say that a negative month is not a bad thing in any kind of basket, because not all strategies are going to make money in all the months. Right, so few months of negative returns are definitely okay when you start trading a strategy, because if you start trading a strategy with which does not have any kind of negative month, and if you encounter one negative month also, then you will start doubting the strategy, and then reality will hit you, or whether you should be trading the strategy or not. And definitely you will start doubting the strategy. Right, so as soon as you start trading a strategy and it suddenly goes into TD, there that is where 90% of the traders will stop that trading strategy and will generally skip to a new strategy. Now as new traders, you are not prepared to see the loss month. They generally will close and hop on to the next one. Now this is where most of the journey will stop for the traders, and once you cross this path, the point B is where you start doubting the strategy for the second time. Now what happens in point B? Now as you are trading a strategy successfully, but let's say due to high wicks or due to volatile nature of bank nifty, let's say you are continuously going into losses and you hit a new DD. Now generally, as traders or as algo trading community, we have to have a point where we have to decide how much are we going to trade, or at till what point we are going to trade if we are going to hit a DD. So generally what I suggest my clients or my algo subscribers is to we have to assume that whatever the historical DD you have seen of the past, let's say from 2019 backtest to 2022, we have to be always ready for 2x 2 to 3x of max DD. Now we do not generally suggest to lower the position size during the drawdown, because drawdown streaks are smaller compared to winning streaks. So if you, let's say after 3 days of loss, if you reduce the position size and suddenly you go into a big profit, but now the big profit is on a smaller position size, that is where generally people have a problem. We should not, or I do not suggest anyone to lower position size, especially during the times of losses. Now fear, greed and stress all comes into picture, but we should not be looking to quit here. Right, so point B is when this was a point in August when I was trading, where due to the very there was some kind of news or something like that, and during that time I had faced a losing streak of continuously 6 to 7 trades, and I had lost around 3% of my profits on in a week or so. So during this time I was really nervous, and I turned out to, I mean, I started doubting the strategy. Definitely I started to doubt the strategy. I started to make changes in the strategy so as to check out which strategies would have worked during this period, and I just wanted to change them. But that is also not suggested, because these are all the part of the system that we have to consider and we have to trade. Now once so 90% of the traders have quit in the stage A. Now the rest of the 2 or 3%, let's say 5% traders, will quit in stage B, where they continuously lose for a week or so, and then they probably start doubting the strategy. Part C is where, let's say that you made kind of you might have made some changes into the strategy, and as soon as you made some changes, that hit you back in reverse basically. So this was the period for me in part the C zone, where I had made some changes, where I tweaked a strategy, and I had added a very bad strategy into my portfolio, thinking that it was very correlated and it had a win ratio of less than 40%. So an option selling strategy which was having a win ratio less than 40%, and I did a mistake there. So that whole month, for the month of October, it completely stayed sideways. I was making profit, I was making loss, I was making profit, and I was making loss. So for the whole month, where other traders were making around 2 to 3%, or let's say 4 to 5% in that month, I made around 1% only for in the entire month. So during this period, you do not have to lose hope. You do not, I mean, you do not have to work on regret, or you do not have to stay on the regret part, right? So you have to move on, and you have to learn what, or you have to understand and write it down, what you have learned, what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. So this is the part C, where you should stay strong. And then after, as you can clearly see, there was a breakout of that consolidation part in my equity curve, and then this is a continuous winning streak that I am having right now, right? So these are the learnings from my personal equity curve, and I can vouch for that, that this all these are all the things that are going to happen when you start your algo trading, or when you trade any kind of strategy. Now I want to show you one live example where I had started this trading strategy in the month of June. Now, as you can clearly see, this was a no loss month trading strategy, right? This was a basket of three strategies that I had traded, and this had not given any kind of loss till the month of June. Now, in the month of June, as soon as I had started the strategy, you can clearly see that the month of June gave me a loss of around 8,000 rupees. That is 1% of my capital, right? At that time, right? So the capital that was deployed here in this strategy was around 8 lakh rupees, and this strategy gave me a loss of around 1% on in the month of June. Now this was the first month of my trading, basically algo trading, which I started fully in an organized manner, and it gave me a loss, and I had a very my psychology was weakened, due to, as it was my first month, this had not given any kind of loss, and it gave me loss for the first time as soon as I started it, right? So this is what happens when you start trading a strategy, and you have to accept that losses are a part of game, and you have to have accept a negative month as well. All right. Now after that, you can see the strategy has given around 20 to 24% returns till now, in the month in 6 months, so an average of around 4% per month, right? Now this is where, in the many of my subscriber who had subscribed to my strategy in the month of June left this strategy, because they were not ready to accept a loss month, right? So it doesn't matter whether you are right or wrong. What matters is how much you make when you are right, and how much you lose when you are wrong. So this is a very important part of trading that you have to remember. And always you have to take into notice that whenever you are winning, you have to win around 2x or 3x of whenever you are losing, because in a longer run, over a period of 100 trades, over a period of 500 trades, if your risk to reward ratio is not managed, if it is not greater than 1 is to 1.5, then probably over a longer period of time, the returns that you are going to make are average or break even only, right? Now what is the win rate? Okay, so generally win rate of a strategy is the total number of profitable trades by total number of number of profitable trades by total number of trades. So a system with high win rate can also be loss making win rate, also be loss making system if the average loss is far greater than the average profit. So here I'm going to talk about one system where the win rate is 87%, but you see the average profit on win days is 500, but the average loss on loss days is 4000. So average loss is 8 times the average profit. We can see the expectancy is negative, and this is the equity curve of the same strategy that I have traded here. Okay, so I'm not traded, but I just backtested to show you that high win rates are not that important compared to having a good win rate with a good proper risk to reward ratio. So do not run behind high win rate strategies. That is what I would suggest anyone. And let's talk about some of the let's talk about psychology of option buying versus psychology of option selling. Now option buying gives irregular money, and it requires few trending months in a year to make full year's money. That is what I can say. And I am running a option buying strategy that has given around 150% a year, but it has a drawdown of around 50 to 60%, right? So if you are not prepared to have a drawdown of 50%, then you cannot accept a return or expect a returns of 150 to 200% a year, right? So the only thing that you are doing is you are losing small consistently to wait for those few trending days to cover all your losses and end in profits. Now equity curve of buying can be sideways for a very long time and so shoot up suddenly. We always have to be ready for up to 50% DD on capital, let's say it, and it's definitely not for the weak hearted, right? Now the psychology of option selling. So the equity curve that I had shared with you all was of option selling and not of option buying. And option buying has a very erratic equity curve, and I mean it's been in negative right now for me. And option buying gives regular money, and it makes money in trending markets, in sideways markets, also volatility, in the sense a very highly volatile market is enemy for option selling. Low VIX environment is also good, and I mean a VIX up to 30-35 is also manageable, but a VIX that shoots up more than that generally is not good for as traders as a beginner, right? So you lose small, make small, and make big in selling. So I am trying to lose small, I'm trying to make small and make big at the same time. In option buying, we try to lose small and only make big whenever there is a trending market, right? Equity curve of selling is very smooth and steady. I suggest my clients to be ready for up to 10% DD on capital, or assume that we are going to get 2x of historical DD, let's say. So if we have a historical DD of 5%, we are assuming that the DD is going to touch up to 10% and start trading. So don't jump from strategy to strategy. We aim for consistency. So consistency is really important. We do not, I mean, I tell everyone not to jump from strategy to strategy. Let's say you started trading a stress system that had a very good return. Now you see someone on Twitter posting about a strategy, and it looks good to you, and you want to shift to that strategy. Now it is 100% suggested that you not completely shift to the strategy. Rather than that, if you want, you can deploy your different capital into the different strategy. Now if your system is bad, then definitely you can jump or change the system. But if you see the basket that you have made has made consistent money, then it is advised that you should not be jumping from system to system. Now uh, I provide algo trading strategies for all types of capital from 10 lakh rupees to 50, 60 lakh as well. Now, if you're a person who wants to start algo trading journey, and or let's say if you want to start with the PMS service, I am sharing the link in the description below. You can use that link and contact me for various strategy baskets that I can make for you. Right. So these are the feedback of some of my clients, those who traded, or some of my subscribers, those who traded my strategies that I designed for them. Apart from that, I just want to show you the PNL of today. And currently today it's a loss of around 36,000. This was at some point of time, this was at a profit of 50,000 rupees, and it closed at a loss of 36,000. So a swing of around 86,000 rupees in a day. Now the capital that is deployed now today is around 1.5 cr. Here it's a mix of all positional strategies, intraday strategies, and positional intraday buying, intraday selling. I trade purely option selling in client's account, and I do all types of strategies in my personal account. So these are my personal accounts where one of my account is for option buying. This is for only for Wednesday and Thursday. I do positional option selling here, and this is only positional sorry intraday option selling in this account. So the capital that is deployed here is around 50 lakh rupees is my personal capital, and around 1 cr is my client's capital here. Right, so I hope you learned a lot of things today, and if you want me to make more videos on option buying versus option selling, or any kind of psychology videos, I would be really happy to help you all. Just comment and like this video if you like the video. I would be motivated to make some exciting content as well. Thank you.